ever caught yourself in this situation? You felt angry or frustrated or sad about something that was going on in your life, and you just told yourself to pick yourself up, to continue on, to get over it. Now, whilst this behavior is rewarded in our world, it's seen as very positive that you take action and continue on. However, subconsciously, you're also telling yourself that your feelings don't matter. And that has an effect that you don't matter. And in this video, I want to give you a whole different perspective on how, when you feel sad or you feel frustrated or you feel angry, how to deal with those type of situations, then bring yourself to a state of flow again, and from there continue on, instead of just shoving your feelings under the carpet. Hi, my name is Rianne, and I am super passionate about helping ambitious women who know there's more in life, who want to create more in life, who are maybe stuck inside a job that they don't like or a relationship that isn't bringing them joy, to get out and create from a deep place of inner knowing, to make changes from the deep wisdom that we have inside. And in order to do that, we have to get rid of all of our bullshit, because we have so much. Now, talking about bullshit, you all know that recently I moved back to the Netherlands, to Europe, after 2.5 years in Bali, mostly Bali. And honestly, I've been back for 3 months now, and while I love it, it's also been rough. It's been a journey going back, and I've been going through a phase of, and still am, of really missing my community. Like back in Bali, I had an amazing tribe of mostly women, also a couple of men around me who supported me. You know, they were also entrepreneurs, so none of them were in this 9-to-5. They were also doing the inner work. So daily conscious conversations were normal. Now back here, I just miss that. I am back in my house mostly. I'm building a new business, but I'm on my own. And I just miss my tribe. And that's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. Now, in the past, my old self would have completely just told myself to get over it, to go out, find new people. It's not that hard. They are out there. You can take action. And whilst all of that advice is solid, it's good, it's missing a step. It's actually missing the step of feeling your freaking feelings. And that's what I did. So instead of my old behavior, I allowed myself to feel lonely. I allowed myself to really just cry. I've been sitting on that couch and crying my heart out. Just letting those tears come, because it's a release. You know, whatever needs to come out needs to come out. It's a release. I allowed myself to just be lonely. Now, not permanently, and I'm not talking about feeling sorry for myself. I'm not talking about being in a victim mode, like, ooh, you know, I'm so sad. Or no, nothing about it, but it's allowing me to feel my emotions. We are all energy, like Einstein told us. We're all energy, and energy in emotion means energy in motion. And feelings of sadness, of frustration, of anger, those are what we call low vibe emotions. You know, when you make when doctors make how do you call it? Like a little movie of your brain or whatever. Whenever you feel down, it's low vibe, like low vibe emotions. Feelings of love, joy, gratitude are high vibe emotions. Now, I know we want to be high vibe all the time, but it's just not, for most of us, not possible. We are human beings. We have emotions. We go through events that make us frustrated or sad or angry or any of it. And I want you to feel those feelings. However, I also want you to be conscious that you cannot create solutions, or you can, but usually they're not the best solutions, from that low vibe state. So even though when I was feeling sad on my couch and I was missing my community, I knew that eventually this too shall pass. I knew that I was going to solve and find a community here, but I also knew that I had to acknowledge my feelings. Why is this now so important? Why can't you just skip this step? Now, let me take you to an analogy. Let's say you're on the beach. You're taking a walk on the beach today, and there's a nail in the sand, and you step on it, and that nail goes into your foot. That hurts, right? Like you're walking around with a nail. Now, Would you tell yourself to just get over it, continue, move on? No, you would remove the freaking nail first, right? You would get that nail out and allow yourself time to heal. Allow yourself to release that pain, which in this case is the nail. And the same thing is true for our emotions. You want to get those out. You want to cry. You want to scream. You want to do whatever it takes to release those emotions. Being aware that this too shall pass. Having that faith that this is just a temporary situation. You are not your feelings. You just feel your feelings. And then what I invite you to do is to not start creating solutions when you're like in the midst of crying. No, what I want you to do then is when you feel like, okay, things are settling down a little bit more, I want you to bring yourself back into a state of a more high vibe emotion. Not creating solutions for whatever it was that caused you to be angry or sad or frustrated in the first place. No, get yourself into a better mood first. Now, back in 2009, I had my burnout. And when I visited my psychologist, it was like the first or second session. She gave me a tip and it's been with me for the past decade. And that is a happy list. So I made back then, and I still have one, I made this makes me happy list. And on that, there are items that I know will shift my mood instantly, almost instantly. And on that list, for example, on my list are fresh bed sheets. Like, I don't know about you, but when you go to bed at night and there are fresh bed sheets, I think that's heaven. It instantly lifts me up. I feel like I can snuggle in. That's one thing. Another thing is a walk in my favorite park when the sun is out. Now, this is obviously depending on when the sun is out, but when the sun is out, I'm out there in nature because I know it lifts my mood instantly. Another thing is a conscious conversation with a good friend. You know, whenever I feel down and I allow myself to feel the feelings, then I reach out, I connect, because that lifts my mood. Another thing is going to the sauna. I love the sauna. 15 minutes of the sauna, especially when it's cold out, heaven. So I picked a gym. I have a gym membership where there's a sauna. Now, mind you, on my list are not watching Netflix. There's not video games. And even though a lot of people go to that, to, sort of like distract themselves from feeling their feelings, those, for most of us, are numbing activities. They don't lift our spirits, they just numb it. So I highly recommend not putting those. But I invite you to make your happy list. And then whenever you go through those feelings of sadness or frustration or whatever it is, feel them and then go to your list and pick something and do it. Because it lifts your mood. And from that space is where solutions can flow, is where ideas come in, is where inspiration comes to you to create a solution for whatever it is that was bothering you in the first place. So, please do not dismiss your feelings. I highly invite you to not dismiss your feelings, because dismissing your feelings, you're subconsciously telling yourself that your feelings don't matter. And you do. You are worth everything and anything on this earth. Just by being you. You don't have to do anything to deserve your worth. You just are worthy. So, 3 steps that I invite you to take whenever you feel shitty. Let's just say it. We have shitty emotions. We just have them. So, feel them. Do whatever it is to release them. Get that nail out of your foot. Second, make sure you have a happy list and pick something from it. And then third, from that place, pick yourself up and find solutions for whatever it is that was bothering you. Now, as usual, I do have another download for you. It is in the link that goes deeper into this. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you so, so much. I think you are worth it. And I don't think that everybody thinks it. So you are worth it. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye.